Hello everybody, hello, welcome to another stream. Just close the door. Well, welcome Ashley, welcome Crafty Grace Roblox, welcome Angie, welcome Dawn, welcome in everyone. Hope you're all doing well this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, wherever you are in the world. Hope everyone is having a good day regardless. Hello. So I did do a bit of colouring of this page off camera, just deepened up some of the colours, smoothed out some of the shading, just going over everything again a little bit. But yeah, not got much to do left. Got the scarecrow, the background up here, the little Emerald City, and then figure out what I'm doing with this border. Yeah, just waiting for a few more people to come in and for it to hit past sort of thing. Oh, just double checking it was working on my tablet and it's all good. Oh, I always forget to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and then I always forget to turn it off Do Not Disturb, and then it gets to the next day and I'm like, why am I not getting any notifications? And it's because it was on Do Not Disturb. I think today I'm going to start with the scarecrow, and I will do him a similar sandy kind of colour to like the bricks and like the lion. I'm just gonna double check the chat. It is definitely on live, so that's good. Sometimes the chat can be a bit glitchy for me. Right, colours. So I'm thinking for the straw on him, I'll go like stink bug and serpent maybe? Try that out. Stink bug and mustard. Maybe a bit of gold as well. Just need to sharpen one of them up. Right, let's start with stink bug here. Just moving my chair down a bit so it's more comfortable for me to colour. So let's start shading him. Got lots of texture on this from to give that straw-like appearance. And add his hands. These hands are very kind of creepy to me. How kind of spindly they are. Obviously made out of straw. Hi Georgie, welcome in. Welcome, thanks for joining. Let's grab... I'm going to go mustard, I think that'd be better. Yeah, off camera I went through and picked out some colours for the scarecrow. I decided to go for the kind of olivey toned green, and also the colours for my Emerald City to add there. Page is looking great, thanks Georgie. How is everyone today? What have you all been up to? What are you planning on doing later if it's still early on in the day? I have been at work this morning. They called me and asked if I would do just a few hours this morning. I don't usually work on Fridays. They called to ask if I could do extra and I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I worked 7 till it's about 10 o'clock-ish. So that wasn't too bad at all. Hi Becca, welcome in, and hi Brittany. Dawn is good. Angie's been colouring today. What have you been colouring, Angie? I will admit, when I got back home from being at work in the morning, I did go having quite a lengthy nap, so I didn't come back to my desk to colour for a few hours until sort of after lunchtime kind of thing. And I coloured my first page in Escape to Wonderland, the Good Wives and Warriors book. And I am really obsessed with colouring in those books now. Kind of just want to colour more and more. Hi Polly, welcome in. What book is this image from? So this is from, oh, whacking my camera, it's a bit low. This is from Colors Makey You Happy, Volume 2 by Miki Takei. I've just noticed it's a bit, is that better? Yeah, just need to move that off the desk, there we go. So it is in the title of the stream as well, Colors Make You Happy Volume 2. And I am using Black Widow pencils to colour the page. The sound is good, that's good, glad to hear. Angie's working on completing a page she started on Wednesday, lovely stuff. Yeah, I started this page in Escape to Wonderland last night and then finished it today. Becca's just got home from work and just had a chippy tea, now in my PJs. Ooh, yummy. Love a cheeky fish and chips every now and then. We had a halloumi curry tonight, which was really, really tasty. It's a very like rich curry with the halloumi in it, but yeah, very nice. Hi Hannah, welcome in. And hi KP, welcome in. Happy Friday indeed. Although I do find it annoying how on the radio every week it's the same. It's like, yay, it's Friday, best day of the week, we got the weekend now. And it's like, but I'm working this week. I work every Saturday, so it doesn't really matter to me. But tomorrow I'm working, doing the evening shift 4 till 10, so don't have to wake up early at 7 AM. Right, and for his hat I want to go something similar to this over here. So Castle and Saddle. Grab that one. Can't wait till PJ time. Oh, honestly, every time I wake up in the morning for working at 7 AM, I just think, okay, not much longer until I can come back to bed. I just want to always be in bed. But that's life with chronic fatigue for you. Just forever tired, forever wanting to be in bed. Can't beat PJs after work, colouring and watching a live on YouTube chilling. Yeah, it's a nice way to spend the evening, definitely. Good way to wind down. What colour should I do this feather? I'm not sure yet. I could go simple and do it just like a white feather. Could go green to match his outfit eventually. Any ideas from you all would be appreciated. What colour I should do that little feather in his hat? Emmy Ward's stream inspired me to get an hoodie and now I'm addicted. Those fuzzy hoodies are amazing. They really are. I've got a few that I wear a lot during the winter months. They're just great for when you get home after a day being out. You just chuck it on over the top of whatever you're wearing and it's just instant coziness. You don't have to change, you just got to chuck it on top. Yeah, love it. Ashley's still working, so she's going to be lurking. You completely understand that. With heart failure, I've had days where all I want to do is sleep. And sometimes that's what's needed, and sometimes that's perfectly okay. Just to have those days of extra rest and recuperation. I've learned to now listen to my body. If I'm feeling tired, just don't try and fight it, just let it be. Have the sleep I need. And I always end up feeling better when I wake up. That is it exactly. Instant coziness. Yeah, love an hoodie. My parents have got me a few hoodies over the years for Christmas because they know how much I like them. My house in the winter is quite cold as well. My parents have a fire, little wood burner downstairs, so they're nice and toasty downstairs in the lounge, and then I'm upstairs feeling freezing because they'll turn the heating off. So I whack on the hoodie. Usually that does the trick. I've also got a little something you stick your feet in and it warms your feet up, which that definitely helps as well. Just sorting out kind of your extremities kind of thing. Right, olive green, no, leaf green. So good to see you on here live. Thanks for joining us, Bell Danny Designs. Thank you for coming to my live. Lovely to have you join us. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. And I want to thank you all for watching and supporting the channel because I realised today I hit 5,000 subscribers. It was so exciting. Yeah, I'd been seeing it go up, and last time I checked it was at 4,997, and then I went on today to upload my next video and I was like, oh my gosh, it's at 5,020. When did that jump up? So yeah, thank you to each and every one of you who was just subscribed. Really do appreciate it. As a great Christmas present, ooh, a feet warmer. I need that in the office, it's freezing at work. Yeah, it's kind of like a slipper that's all in one. I've got it down here. I can pick it up. Show it to you. It's a bit weird to show on stream. But, oh, yeah, it's like a slipper that's all connected. You just stick your feet in that and it's electric heated, and it also has like a vibrate feature, so you can give your feet a little massage as well. Yeah, that just sits under my desk. I've learnt though that I need to unplug it because it plugs into the mains. I need to unplug it because occasionally I'll accidentally turn it on and then it's hot. I'll be like, oops, just don't know how long that's been on for, but turn that off. That is a luxe. It is warm. It's great, yeah. Because I often find if you warm up your feet, the rest of your body feels much warmer. That was another thing I got for Christmas from my parents. Great little gift. Amazon, here I come. Yeah, it is. It's good. Definitely recommend. If you get cold feet especially. Right, I just want to accentuate the stripes with the darker pencil, just going over them. I thought rather than do them alternating colours, I'll just go over with the darker colour, and that'll make the stripes stand out. Although they kind of stop up here, I don't know whether I should carry them down. Oh, there's a bit of shirt behind there. There we go. I mean, I suppose it looks okay with just the stripes being on the sleeve and the top half. This is a Colors Make You Happy page by Miki Takei. It's another Japanese artist that I have severely neglected. Finally getting my first page coloured in this book. There's loads of fairy tales in this book, which is a theme I absolutely love. I should do a video on that actually. All of my fairy tale themed colouring books and the different artists. I feel like that would be quite a good resource to have on my channel for people to look at. I filmed a flip through of all 3 of the Escape to series of books that I have, excluding the Christmas one, but all the others are all in one video, just because when I was looking at getting the books, that was something that doesn't exist on YouTube at the moment, of someone just flipping through the blank books. So I thought I'd film a video, pop that up as a little bonus. Nice and easy to do as well. Well, I went on Amazon Japan and placed an order. It was cheaper to grab all 3. Why not? Can't wait. Yeah, because of the shipping cost, it's usually, for me anyway, about £20-ish for shipping. And the books themselves are like £7 or £8. They're really reasonable. So I'll try to get at least 3 books when I'm placing an order from Amazon Japan, because each book that you add usually adds approximately £2 to the shipping. So it becomes a lot more worth it, and then when you sort of divide it up, it's 10, 11, 12-ish pounds per book, which I think is very reasonable. I'm working in my Mini Mania 1 now. Need to work on getting that done. Nice. I am very behind with my colour along. Don't think I'm even halfway through with completing it. I don't know what it was, sort of some point last year I just didn't have the motivation that I did before to actually complete all the pages, and that's okay. They're not going anywhere. There was a time where I was getting myself sort of bogged down by it, and so, oh, I'm so behind, I've got all this to catch up on, and I thought, why do I need to catch up? This is just for fun. If I don't feel like completing it, I'm not going to force myself to. As what inspires us does change from year to year, month to month, day to day. Of the Lyrica, no shipping price. Yeah, usually for the UK it's a £15 minimum order, but that is very easy to do. Just 1 or 2 books depending on the book you buy. Yeah, I always buy my French colouring books from Lyrica because I find it's a lot cheaper on there than Amazon France. Because you don't have to factor in the shipping, and often the books themselves are a couple of pounds cheaper as well. So I do that. Usually takes around a week to arrive, which I think is not too bad. There's a couple of colour by numbers I've got my eye on for this month at the end. You've got Princesses Tome 2 and Vitro Tome 2, and they both look so stunning. They've both got double page spreads, which I absolutely love doing in the colour by number books. And they just recently released all of the double page spreads in the Princesses one, and they look so beautiful. There's 26 of them as well, so a good chunk of the book. Just over a quarter of the 100 pages are double page spreads, which is amazing. Actually, it's more than that. It'll be just over half, because each page is technically 2, and there's 26 individual double pages. So in total that would be, what, 52 pages are taken up by double page spreads. So yeah, love that. Alright, Scarecrow's looking alright. Bit late to the party. Welcome in, Makiable, is that right? Am I saying your name right? Welcome in, and welcome Raven. Just saw you pop up. I set a colour palette for this book for all pages, trying something different. Oh, for the Minomania one. What colour palette have you gone for? I think I am going to do his little feather green to match his top here. Then, where did I put the white? I had the white earlier. Did I put it back in the case? No. On the floor? No. That's something different. Aha! It was hiding behind a pen. Just want to blend it out with the white there. It's a little bit lighter. And then I think his little necktie situation, I'm going to do the same as his hat, kind of darker brown combo. Oh, this page is coming together so nicely. I find the line work itself quite easy to colour. colour palettes just come kind of naturally. I'm a bit late. Who said putting babies to sleep is easy? I don't think anyone said that, Raven. So if you ask any parent out there, I don't think anyone would say, oh, putting babies to sleep is easy. No, that's not a thing, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to do this little sun next. And I'll do in the same colour of these bricks, so Serpent, Mustard, and a bit of gold. I've got my eye on a book that's being published by Lomart soon. It's called something like The Wicked Witch of the West, and it's by Tabreth, who does the really intricate, detailed Dark Fairies books, which don't necessarily appeal to me because of the themes of the book, but this theme does, so I've got my eye on it. Don't know if anyone else has seen it, what they think about it. Sleep like a baby, but you've got to get there first. Colour palette colours are those on the cover of the book. Oh, for Mini Mania, nice. So nice, like pinks and blues and what else is on it? I forget. No pinks. It's reds, yellows, blue, teal, kind of orangey. It's nice. I like that idea of sticking to a limited palette for the whole book. Gives yourself a nice challenge, but with the colours on the cover, there's enough colours in it that you can make each of the pages look quite nice and different. The images in this colouring book remind me of Erie's images in her adult colouring books. Yeah, they are similar art style. The line work's a lot thinner than in Erie's because Erie designs all of hers with a toothpick, but it's got that kind of same whimsical feel to it. Yeah, beautiful pages in here. Mine is almost 2 weeks old and putting to sleep is like a ticking time bomb. Oh, bless you, Raven. You'll get there, though. You'll get there. It'll get harder, then it'll get easier, then it'll get harder again. But you'll get there. I say this from experience. I have no experience with a baby. Some little stars and sparkly details on this page. I think I'll go over that with a gold glitter gel pen at the end. Lots of nice little glittery details here and there. It will get better in time, Raven, yeah. Right, now I'm going to do the Emerald City. So for these I've got, what's the name of it? Toxic Green, Sapphire and Green Slime. That will probably just be to smooth out the highlights. And I'm going to do that for the castle and also the balloons surrounding it. So just taking my darkest colour around the sort of edges of all these turrets. I think I'll need a dark colour to do the windows. I think maybe a dark brown will look less harsh. I think a bit of a Spectrum Noir clear glitter pen will go nicely on this as well. Just all over the castle. Because I want to add some to the ruby slippers. So it'd be nice to have another section of the page which has the clear glitter on it as well. Kind of hard distinguishing the different parts here. We'll get there eventually. I'm going to grab, what do I have here? Choctone. Just go over the windows. Gosh, these are some teeny tiny details here. Black widows do well for some tiny details. Just doing a teeny tiny detailed page today from Escape to Wonderland. Using the black widows, and yeah, worked like a dream. I think that's all the windows. I haven't been colouring these 2 weeks, but I hope I'll be able to tomorrow because, man, I'm under stress and anxiety these days. Yeah, it'll be great to just have a few moments to yourself to have some fun colouring time. That'll be lovely. Just taking the middle shade over the curtains here, just because I want them to be lighter. I'll go over with my lighter shade. So hopefully they stand out and have a bit of contrast with the rest of the building. And going over everything with Sapphire here. I'm not worrying about the sort of smoothness of my blending on this first layer of pencil. I just want to get the colours down to see where they're mapped out. Then I'll work on deepening up the shading, etc., and making it all nice and smooth. I was trying to think about how I wanted to colour this rainbow because it's got only 4 colours in it. I was looking up sort of 4-colour rainbow on Google. A lot of them came up with red, yellow, blue, purple. But I think it would look strange if I added purple in just for the rainbow. So I think I'll do red, yellow, green, blue, and that will look okay. And that will work nicely using the pencils that I've already got. So I'm not introducing any new colours to the page. I did think about going over the whole thing with some gel pens so I could do the full rainbow. I still could do that, but I'm not sure. There we go, that's my messy first layered. I want to sell my almost full set of Spectrum Noir Illustrator refillable alcohol markers that is missing the colour splendor. never worked for me when I got it because Crafter's Companion can't decide if they're going to bring back the Doctrum, Doctrum, no. Or is it Spectrum Noir? I don't know. The Doctrum Noir refillable alcohol markers with all of the Spectrum Noir refill inks or not. I mean, just if you don't think you'll use them, then go ahead and sell them. But if you think you could get some use, even if it means that the colours run out and you don't have refills, then it's still worth it. I'm trying to make the roofs a bit of a darker green so they contrast a bit nicer against the colour of the building. Hi Rochelle, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well today. Doing well, hope you are too. Yes, I am doing well, thank you. I was a bit tired earlier because I worked this morning, but I had a good long nap and felt much better. Jess, did you get out the Shakespeare book yet? I ordered all 4 of them, can't wait to see what you do in yours. Yeah, I'm planning on doing a page potentially end of this month, if not start of next month. Because I'm really loving these Escape 2 series of books. I think they're really cool. I just coloured my first page from Escape to Wonderland today, which I actually already had planned as a buddy colour before I got all the others. So it was nice to finally get a page done in that one. Been sat untouched for a few months now. I think I might be hooked. Really fun illustrations. I'm in the US. Is it around 5 or 6 PM? Yeah, it's 8 PM in the UK at the moment. Okay, that's the castle done. Sorry, a shape escape to Shakespeare World. Yeah, I knew what you were on about, but I was just reading it badly. Yeah, I've got a buddy colour planned in that. Or I'm going to be planning a buddy colour, me and Catherine. Yeah, colouring in this book has me very excited to colour in the Escape to Oz. Although I'm kind of tempted to colour that one in order, just for something different. I don't often colour books in order, but every now and then I like to. And with Escape to Oz specifically, I really love all of the pages in that one. I think it's my favourite of the three. By Good Wives and Warriors. So it'd be a good option to colour in order. There's only 2 pages I don't like, and they're these ones with monkeys, and they look really kind of crazy. Not the flying monkeys, they're cute. But it's like these kind of hip-hop styled monkey portraits, and yeah, that's not my thing. Wizard of Oz was the only movie I had on cassette tape as a child, and I watched it so many times that any new adaptation of it I don't like as much. So I don't know if I've seen any other adaptation of The Wizard of Oz other than The Wizard of Oz, the Judy Garland original one. Because Wicked is a completely different story. Yeah, I don't think I've... What other films exist of it? I'm kind of surprised they haven't remade it. Like, by a big film company. Maybe it's something they could think about when it's been 100 years, which isn't too far away now. That's kind of crazy to think about. It's currently 3:08 PM for Brittany. Okay, did not remember the time being that far ahead of us. My previous job, I had to call one of our affiliates in Nottingham from time to time, and I needed to remember his time. I don't know if it was maybe GMT rather than BST, British Summertime, which is what we're in now. It's BST. GMT would be 1 hour earlier. We'll go back to that in October, end of October. Oh, bye Dawn, take care. They're small, so not too overwhelming. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I do like the size of them. Although, let me show you the page I coloured today. It was teeny tiny details. But I still quite enjoyed it. This is the Escape to Wonderland book. Where is it? Here it is. I did the turtle. This was a buddy colour with Catherine. Cath colours pages. And then as I was colouring this, I thought, oh, let's colour the turtle on this side. And then I was like, well, this won't take too long. So I actually ended up finishing this page before this one. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Couldn't be bothered with the background, so I didn't bother. Yeah, it's teeny tiny. So it didn't take too long colour at all because I barely put any shading in it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And can't wait to colour some more pages in here. But yeah, I want to show some love to the other 2 first. Yeah, the 1938 movie is the one I watched, yeah. And time zones are my life. Do you do different time zones in the UK like we do here? The UK is just one time zone. The country's so small, it's only one. It's just we have GMT, which is sort of autumn winter time, and then BST is spring summer time. It's just when the clocks go forward or back. Right, I'm going to colour her little pendant here, emerald. I wanted it to be a bit of a lighter colour, so I just did a light layer of pencil there. Shade it with the white. Oh, pardon me. Let me grab a Greythorn pencil and roughly colour this chain with the silver. It is so tiny, like you can barely even colour it. that will do. It's nice, ties that colour down there. Right, now, again, let's do these clouds. I'll grab the Pleasant Blue and just lightly shade these on the bottom half of it. Yeah, Greenwich Mean Time is GMT. We have that too. Daylight savings is in most places. There are a few exceptions. Yeah, there's a few countries that just don't ever change the clocks. I have a feeling in my lifetime they won't bother with changing the clocks back or forward 1 year. They just won't bother with it. It kind of doesn't make sense to me why they do it. And it always just confuses my mind with thinking about, okay, when the clocks go back, 6 o'clock is now, the clocks go back, 6 o'clock is then 7 o'clock, and it's just, I get so confused with time zones, trying to think about it all. Arizona doesn't do time changes. I grew up in Arizona, so no time change. So do different states have different, I know different states have different time zones in the sort of like strips, but do even states within the same time zone do different? That's confusing. That's really confusing. I personally like when the clocks go back. I think we all do, Angie. An extra hour of sleep in bed. Parts of Arizona and Indiana here in the USA, for example, started because more people were farming and is not needed since these days, since not as many people are farming. Yeah, it's because we are so hot. An extra hour in bed. Only Arizona and Hawaii don't do it. That's so random. Like, Hawaii makes sense. It's their own tiny little island. The fact that you've got Arizona in kind of the middle of the country. It's not in the middle of the country, but you know what I mean. With all these other states surrounding it. But different countries change their clocks back on different days as well. Like, I think in America you do it a couple of weeks before or a couple of weeks after compared to us. I know Amy in her stream was saying it's the other way around, so she goes forward in the autumn and back in the spring, because obviously the seasons are the other way around. But when they go forward, so when their clocks are changing coming up next, it's September, whereas ours is at the end of October. It's just weird. Why can't we have a day for the whole world that we all change our clocks on the same day? Wouldn't that be simpler? But no. Extra hour gaming for me. 1 extra hour colouring time, yeah. India doesn't change time and they are also half an hour difference. Yeah, you got some countries that are half an hour. Then you've got China, this huge country that's all the same time zone. So in, say, the western parts of the country, it's dark really, really early compared to the other side of the country. I mean, we could do that for the whole globe. Just have people starting their days at different times. So for everyone it's 8 PM, but for some people they're just getting up. And for some people they're just going to bed, or some people they're finishing their work day. But no, we have to confuse it by having different times. I know Australia has parts of the country that's like half an hour ahead. Oh, but it's so much more confusing this way, lol. Yeah, the globe won't agree, lol. No. Yeah, it would be who's deciding that they're waking up at 2 AM in the morning. No one would want to do that. Even though it wouldn't make a difference, it would still be their normal 7 AM, say. the clocks would just say 2 AM. I suppose it would be confusing saying, oh, it's 2 AM here and I just got up, and you think, ooh, you're up insanely early. No, just normal time. People can't do a 24-hour clock. It's still used quite often here in the UK, 24-hour clocks. Most digital clocks as standard come as 24 hours. Then if you want to change it, you've got to change the setting to 12. I'd say majority of the people in this country are familiar with the 12-hour clock. 24-hour clock, I mean. What time is it in the Emerald City? I don't know, it looks kind of... I'm going to say 10 AM. Looks like 10 AM. Just pick that out of my mind. It's nice and bright, not quite midday yet. The sun's not fully up in the centre of the sky. I use it when I talk to people there, but if I did it in America, they would be like, what? Yeah. Oh. I hope no one noticed that. You're trying to colour with the wrong end of the pencil. Yeah, I know a lot of people in America, it's only the military that use it, and they call it military time. Whereas for us, it's just 24-hour clock. I'd say most people, though, they'd say, oh, it's 7 PM, rather than it's 1900 hours. But we're aware of it, kind of thing. The green. It's not started snowing yet. Oh, where are you based, Beldani? Oh, are you on about the scene here? It's not started snowing for the poppy fields. Sorry, that took me a second. I was like, oh, are you Southern Hemisphere? You meant in the pic, yep. Took me a second to understand what you meant there. Don't mind me. Yeah, hasn't started snowing, or if we're going true to the film, hasn't started raining asbestos yet. It was the production of this film was insane. Like, the Tin Man got like lead poisoning or whatever it was, because his face paint had lead in it. So did the Wicked Witches. She caught on fire one day, and the doctors had to call the production company to be like, do not allow her to work, she is burnt. They made Judy Garland lose a bunch of weight and kind of gave her an eating disorder. Yeah, lots of terrible production for this film. A lot of it was just stuff they didn't realise was bad at the time, which, fair enough, but yeah. Would not fly nowadays, that's for sure. Okay, for a while I think that rainbow looked a bit weird, but now it's all coloured in. I think that's quite cute. Oh, your name's Sue. I've got to remember that. Sue is Beldani. My brain at times can struggle with the analogue watches to tell the time, so I mostly use the digital 24-hour clock. Yeah, that's the thing, like, kids these days, I don't think there's much of a focus on learning to tell the time from an actual clock. I don't see Toto. Was he taking a picture? Or he's bundled up in the basket. He's having a snooze. One or the other. He could be taking the picture. I like that idea. Right, let's sharpen this up. Not to mention the uppers and downers they gave her. Yeah, it gave her, yeah, awful, awful treatment. And addicted to, what was it? What was it that she got addicted to? It was like something to keep her awake, wasn't it? He's in the basket. He's been tied up. He's not allowed out. They basically destroyed her, they did. But to be honest, it wasn't just the film of Wizard of Oz, it was the industry as a whole that destroyed Judy Garland and her family. Her mother put a lot of pressures on her. It was a very, very different time in the entertainment industry. It's still got its issues now, but yeah, it's the fact that issues like that still exist to some extent. These, oh, sorry, I whacked the camera. It still exists to some degree at this day and age, and like the pressures, I mean, it's less extreme nowadays, I'd say, and that's only very, very recently that things have improved. I think the Me Too movement helped a lot with the changes, yeah. I don't even make them anymore, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it's sad that it takes people speaking up to actually make a change rather than just that being the standard to start with. Like, you'd think it's just basic rights, but no. And the issue you have nowadays is when high-paying female actors announce, or their salaries are announced, and people have an uproar about it, and they feel the need to say, oh, you wouldn't say this because it's a man. And I'm like, I would, but I mean, I can't speak for everyone else, but I mean, actors get paid insane amounts of money for what they do. Once your name is big enough and you've been in the industry long enough and in big enough films, you just get paid ridiculous amounts of money. Like, no one needs that much. Oh, this background is bigger than it looks. Getting bored of it already. Sometimes I find it quite relaxing to just colour a straight colour for a background. And other times I'm like, no, don't want to do it anymore. This is quite fiddly with all these different spikes from the sun here. but filming takes months or years, and you have to move to different countries to film away from your family, and after taxes, lol. Well, yeah, I suppose that's true, but other people have jobs where they have to move away from their family. I know when Ellen Pompeo fought to get her higher wages for Grey's Anatomy, they were paying Patrick Dempsey more, and she was basically like, wait a damn minute, I'm the lead of the show. Yeah, that was exactly who I was thinking of when I was talking about it just now, of her saying, you wouldn't say this if it was a man. And you know what? Fair play to her. Like, she is the show. She is the Grey of Grey's Anatomy. But it's still an insanely high amount of money. Then you have, I like when you have like ensemble casts of shows who kind of stand in solidarity. Like, wasn't it Friends? They were gonna pay certain actors more, but they stood together and were like, nope, you pay us all the same for each episode. Like, that's the standard they need. Like, one person shouldn't be paid more for doing literally the exact same job just because they're a quote unquote bigger actor than another. Do you like your Black Widows? I don't use mine very much. I've started using them all the time at the moment. I really love the range of colours. I just recently completed my set of Black Widows, so I didn't have the dragon or either of the skin sets before. And I was using them quite a bit, but not all the time. And then I got the full set, and now I'm using them quite a lot. I find they do work on a bunch of different papers. I've used them in here. Erie's books they work well in. Lulu Mayo. Those Escape to Wonderland. It worked really nicely on that. What else? Looking at my books. I've used them in Maria Troll's books. Work nice in there. And Mythographics, I've used them on a few pages in that as well. Hi Girl on Fire, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm missing one or two sets too. I was using them a lot and not using my Prismas much. But I've been using my Prismas more now. I do love Black Widows. My pencils look different from yours though. Yeah, the different sets have different ends. So the Dragon and the Monarch set have a longer dipped end, and I know the old sets of the Black Widow, the Cobra, and the, what's the other one? Scorpion. They used to not have the dipped ends. So different sets, like the Black Widows have red writing, the Cobra has yellow writing. Do I have a Scorpion here? Do I? Yes, it's got white writing. So there's a slight difference between them all. And these have a little silver thing. The Dragon has a green, and the Monarch has like an orange on the end, and that one's gold. It kind of frustrates me how they don't all look the same, but it is what it is. But this Pleasant Blue is one of the new pencils that I got recently, and I know I'm going to be using it a heck of a lot because it's a nice light blue, perfect for skies like this. I just got the Sue colours and I'm surprised I like them so much. I don't think the Sue colours are as available in the UK. From my memory, when I looked them up one time, I was like, oh, they're a bit more expensive than I would have wanted to pay for them. But I might be getting them mixed up with something else. That is possible. you've got the old set, so no dipped ends, yeah. I don't know when they changed it, but I've had the Black Widows, I want to say a couple of years now. I'd say at least 2-3 years ago they changed it. So newer sets had the dipped ends. I can't imagine not having the dipped ends. It would be so hard to identify the pencils just like that with no colour on the end. So it was good that they listened to customer feedback and made that change. My Black Widows do have a stronger smell to them, at least mine do. Mine, they do have a smell to them, but I'm like, do my other pencils? Yeah, I'm now sniffing pencils like a weirdo. Yeah, different pencil sets have different smells to them. They do have a specific smell. I kind of like it though, in a weird way. I like that kind of wood smell. I think the polychromos smell the best though. In terms of opening the box and that kind of new feeling when you open it. Anybody seen about the pre-order for Kirby Rosanis' Zoomorphia out next year? Yes, I did. Someone shared it and I was like, oh, Zoomorphia. That kind of sounds like it might be a compilation book. Like we had Colour Morphia, Kaleidomorphia, that Morphia series, which he kind of finished. But reading the description, it sounds brand new. Let me get it up on my screen and we can have a look. Oh, it's being silly. There we go. Transition. Zoomorphia. It hasn't got a picture yet for it, but it's got a description. I'll read out. Oh, it's on Waterstones. So here we go. A collection of stunning colouring designs based on imaginary animal hybrids. Each fantasy combination has been inspired by real-life connections like mimicry, habitats and survival strategies. From the butterfly tree frog, camouflaged by lush rainforest canopies, to the eagle-cheek to soaring the skies at lightning speed. A handy reference guide at the back of the book teaches fascinating facts about the real-world animal traits and habitats that inspired these imaginative creatures. So to me, that sounds like a new book. Like, we haven't had anything like that before. And it wouldn't have a reference at the back if it was a compilation book. It would just... And an eagle cheetah, we haven't seen that before, so I am excited for that. Kind of sounds something different from him, like animal hybrids. And when I heard the name Zoomorphia, I've been thinking for ages, what other Morphia books could he do? And I was like, Flower Morphia, and that's as far as I got. If anyone else has any ideas for words you can combine to make a Morphia, you could have, because we've got Animorphia, Imagimorphia, Mythomorphia, Phantomorphia, Geomorphia, Wondermorphia, Colourmorphia, Kaleidomorphia, and now Zoomorphia. What other Morphias could there be? How many other words can we put in front of Morphia? Butterfly tree frog, I'm intrigued, yeah. I lost a post-it. I need said post-it. It's hot pink and my house is white. How can you lose it in a white house? It'll show up eventually. I often find if I give up looking for something and let my mind wander to something else, I'll be like, oh, let me check here, and then there it is. I did that earlier. I'd lost a bit of paper which had my swatches on it, and then I found it. Villain Morphia. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Villain Morphia. I feel like Spectromorphia could be a thing. Don't know what that means, but I feel like that could be a concept. Fairy Morphia, yes, that's a good one. Fractal Morphia, that's cool. I live alone in a tiny apartment. Come on. Pencil sharpener's being stupid. Oh, and now I'm dropping pencils. Wow. Just want to deepen up the colour at the base here. That'll be about anything. Everything is made out of fractals. Yeah. I feel like Earth Morphia could be something kind of similar idea to Geo though. Adventure Morphia, that's cool. That would be a cool book. And that could have anything in it. I kind of wanted to see him continue with the dark theme, like dark legends, dark stories. To have a different series, like we've got the Morphia series, we've got the World series, have a dark series. But maybe having a dark series would mean that he's cutting off his market a little bit, because I know a lot of people who often buy Kirby's books didn't buy this one because it was too dark for them. So maybe it's a good idea to have dark fairy tales as a one-off. I'm glad to see that he will be doing another book next year. Because after he released Alien Worlds, he said, right, I'm taking a break, it's going to be for a while. Then only a few months later, he was like, right, it's just going to be a year break. Coming back in 2026 with Dark Fairy Tales. Not that we complain. I love his mythical stuff the most. Mystic Morphia, yeah, that's cool. Like an underground world, yeah. Like just having twists on things, I think is so cool. Oh, I have a feeling I might fiddle with this background a bit more off camera, but I'm getting to the point where I'm getting bored with it. And it's smooth enough for my liking. I could go over it just with a blender pencil. Just to smoothen out all of the texture. Because it probably doesn't show on screen. But you can see the pencil texture. I used to do backgrounds like this quite often, especially in Erie's books. I would just use a pencil, often a polychromo, and colour the background like this. And now when I look back, I'm like, I don't really like it. So that's why I'm hesitant to leave it how it is. I'm sorry I keep rotating the book around, trying to get a good angle to colour it on. The thing is, I would leave it and just do it off camera, but because I want to add glitter gel pen on top, I want it to be done before I add my details. How am I doing the border? So I think I'm going to keep it white and do it like white lace, and that brings me to another point. I'm going to colour these elements like what it is behind, so it looks like a cutout in the lace. I feel like that will look really cute. So colour these top bits blue, and then I'll keep these. Oh no, I'll colour over it as well. I was going to keep it because it had a bit more of a design to it, but it can just be like a thread going through it. And then I'll use a white gel pen to white out the lines so it looks nice and delicate. Because I didn't want to do it a colour because I thought the colour would distract from the colourfulness of the page. I wouldn't know what colour to make it, so keeping it kind of delicate and lacy I think is quite cute. So I'm just going to grab the pencils that I've used for the grass. Just sharpen that a little bit. Hopefully this will make it look nice and seamless and have that desired effect that I want. Keeping in mind that these bits are at the top of the grass, or is the lighter one. Looks great, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking about doing these details in red to match with the poppies, but I thought no, having them as like a cutout I think would be cuter. Kind of add to that lace look as well. Helps with the vibes. Needs to be blue. Right, I just need the yellow. Just grab mustard. Can't wait for my book to arrive and colour this page. This is looking lovely, thank you. Oh, Rochelle, you're working on a Chris Cheng tutorial in World of Flowers. Was it on your channel that I saw that you'd done one of the circular flower designs and you were going to do the other one? Was it your channel or someone else's? I know I saw it recently. When it gets to completed pages time, a lot of things blur together. Yes, it was your channel, yeah. That first design you did looks so lovely. I'm following a bit of a tutorial this month as well by Karen, My Colourful Country Life. Right, there we go. I think you're getting the kind of lace effect, and I think it'll look even better once I've whited out the lines. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab a blender pencil. I've just got the Derwent blender here. I bought this ages ago and I very rarely use a blender pencil because I kind of hate the feel of them. Thank you. All credit goes to Chris Changlong. No, the credit goes to you as well. It is hard following tutorials and you can never follow things exactly, I find. It always becomes your own slightly, so you've got to give yourself some credit. But yes, you may not have thought of the colours, but you still coloured it. I feel like this pencil is so loud compared to all my others. Wow, beautiful result. Last time I watched you started with the tiles. Ah, welcome in Hidden Gems. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so last week on Friday I did all of the Yellow Brick Road and we are finishing tonight. What's the time? Oh, it's taken us an hour and 20. Blender pencils give me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, they kind of give me that too. I need to kind of just not think about it. Yeah, I bought a Derwent blender pencil set ages and ages ago because I thought, well, I'll give them a try. And I just don't use them that much. I much prefer just blending the pencils as they are. They feel kind of gross to me. And I find it changes the feel of your pencil on the page. And the only time I do use it is when I want to have that blended look but not have the pencil itself be any darker. Because I do sometimes fall in that trap where I want it to look nice and blended and smooth, but then I end up with darker colours than what I want. And I wanted a nice light blue sky. At this point I'm just kind of trying to use them up. I just prefer using just a white pencil. Right, there we go. That is somewhat better. I don't think it even made that much of a difference after all that, but ah well. Right, I am going to grab, I'll still turn my bedroom light on, grab a white gel pen. Where's it gone? I've been trying to use these Langwo whites, giving them a go, and I saw the technique, putting a bit of blue tack on the end, and I tell you what, it really does make a difference. Because I thought, is it just like a, oh, you think it's going smoother just because you've done it and someone said it works? But I tried it without and then put it on, and it did flow so much smoother. So I do recommend getting a bit of blue tack, sticking it on the end of your pen, because the end of the pen has like a hole in it that goes through, so it just blocks the airflow. It does make it go a little bit smoother and creamier. Just having a quick drink then. And the other thing I want to do with the gel pens is I did a bit of a test here with a couple of greens, just adding a bit of grass texture. Don't know if you can see that. Just gives it a bit of something to the poppy feel, because it looks a bit empty in my opinion. I'm going to start with the white border. Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I don't know. Let's keep going. So actually, yeah, now I'm going more. It is looking more opaque. When I first put it down, it was a bit watery. But I do find if you're using a gel pen, you can go over it with a paint pen to kind of cover up the black lines a little bit better. But it'll be nice to actually be able to finish this page with you all, rather than doing the finishing details off camera. Even though I feel like this isn't the most entertaining thing to watch, it's nice to see the whole process. The only bits you missed is me going over with the second layer of pencils on the grass and the road and the lion here. I swear I have full set syndrome when it comes to the Language gel pens. I mean, the thing is, they're so cheap. It's hard to resist getting them all. And it is a really nice, unique range of colours, and they're all different. It's gone a bit watery again now. Trouble is, you don't really want to go over it when it's wet because you end up just removing it. I love the bright white Caran d'Ache blender pens for my poly, but I can only find them in a pack with their wooden blender. I would love a pack of them, or even singles. Yeah, that's the same with like the Derwent one. They've got Derwent blender pencil with the burnisher. I'm just using the blender until it's done, and I'll try the burnisher. I don't think I've even used the burnisher yet. Maybe that one's nicer. I'm a little out of the loop of the Langos. Are they good? Do they cover black lines well? They cover black lines really well. The white, not so much. It's not the best white, in my opinion. But let me grab my swatch. The colours are really nice and opaque, and they do a great job of covering the lines. This is the 114 unique colours, and it's got the gold, silver, white set as well. And yeah, I don't like neon colours, so I doubt I'll ever use the highlight set, but it's there. But yeah, I like how you've got each colour families there, and then you've got some really nice unique muted colours there as well, skin ones. You find these on Temu, AliExpress, places like that, and they're usually about a couple of pounds a pack. I think I got all of them for like an insane price. Can't remember how much it was. But a tip for you all is, if you're looking to buy something on Temu, put it in your cart, and often they'll drop the price of it in your cart because they want you to buy it. So I just put it in my cart, leave it a day, and then they'll go, ooh, the price has dropped, and then check out. So I want to say I got these for like £10–12, something like that. Insanely cheap for the amount of gel pens you have, and they are nice quality. I'm trying to give these white ones a chance, and it is nice how it's a thin line. But down here is really nice and opaque, but up here it's getting a bit wishy-washy watery. Thank you, I'll check them out, no worries. And it is spelt Languo, L-A-N-G-U-O. Languo. Hello Rabia, and hi Shani Blue. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Ashley told me yesterday about you, so wanted to pop in. Thanks for joining. Lovely to have you here, and welcome in Chrissy, Wilcox Mama. Oh, it's flowing a bit better now. To be honest, I just find gel pens annoying. I used to use the Uniball Signo White all the time. I think I did use a couple of them to literally the end. But then you get the odd pen here and there where the ink just will not flow, and you can see it's still got ink left in the pen, and you're just like, come on, you can do it, and it just doesn't. Nothing will flow from the pen, and then you feel like you're wasting half the ink. Sometimes I find just doing it on a bit of paper or on the back of your hand can help it flow a bit better. Ordered mine off Temu, bargain, and I had some discount knocked off too. Yeah, Temu constantly are getting you with like, ooh, why don't you buy this now? It's 70% off what the marked price is. Okay, that seemed to do something. I just removed the blue tack from the end and then put it back on, and it flowed a lot better. The back of my hand is always covered in white squiggles when I use white paint. Yeah, I got a couple there. I've nearly finished part 1 of the Rank and Rate series. I'm obsessed. Well, I've just uploaded part 10 today, so you've got plenty to enjoy. That will keep you occupied for a day or two. But yeah, they are still coming. I'm not sure how many parts there's going to be in total. I've got RJ Hampson's books flagged ready to film. Then looking at my shelves, what else have I got left? I've got Kanoko Agusa. I've got what am I trying to think of? The Tokimeku series of colouring books. I've got all of my Disney Art Therapy Hatchet Hero books. I've then also got my other Disney books. And then there's a few series where I've got 3 books, like the Escape 2s, the Yusiku Witches ones, the Tiny Worlds books, and I'm like, Melpomene. Melpomene can be one, because there's 4 of that. Would you still be interested in seeing if it's only 3 books that I'm ranking? Maybe I could do 2 artists in one, so say the Escape 2 series and types. Just so it sort of pads the video out a bit more. But yeah, it's getting down to the last few now. But I've still got some big series that I'm looking forward to filming. Then it's like you've got all the sort of miscellaneous Korean and Japanese ones, like Amazon print books, like miscellaneous ones. I know Yolanda was asking on one of her streams, she was saying, oh Jess, what do you plan to do for these miscellaneous books? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I went to watch your Morgan one and saw you were live. No worries. I did upload it a little bit earlier than I did last time I did a live. Literally was half an hour before I went live. Yeah, I should maybe change the days that I'm uploading so they're different from the days that I'm live, just to spread the love out a bit. Definitely just group artists together in a video in segments. Do I have Christine Karen's books? I just have Wildflower Folk so far. And then hopefully I will be getting Wonderful Folk? Wondrous Folk? Is that what it's called? I'm usually really good at titles. Wonderful Folk. Wondrous Folk. It's one of those. Someone will say. So I don't know if I want to do ranking just 2. Like 3, you can have an opinion there, but 2, it's like, nah. You've got a favourite and then there's the other one. I've got 3 of Layla Dooley's books, so I could do that. And oh yeah, I've also got all my Lom Art books. Colouring Heavens. I'm thinking of doing Colouring Heavens and then the pocket ones in 2 separate videos. Because I've got a fair few of each. I finally got so excited to get an Annie Day book from Colouring Heaven and I never received it. It's been a month, is that normal? My pocket size Hannah came within 2 weeks. Yeah. I know the one you're on about was released a couple of... I'd email them to chase up because they're usually pretty good at feedback and stuff like that. Yeah, a month definitely doesn't feel right. Usually they get it shipped within a week, I want to say. So I'd email just to check that nothing's gone wrong with your order. My issue with the Colouring Heaven ones is that they've been releasing so many good ones at the moment. I kind of don't want to release it yet in case there's another few good ones that come out. So I've been getting them all recently. They go through phases with me where I'll get a bunch of issues in a row and then I won't get any for ages. And I'll get another few issues in a row and sort of repeats like that. I finally found the 10-year Colouring Heaven anniversary. I just said so many heavens in that sentence. The 10-year anniversary Colouring Heaven. I finally found one in a store when we went shopping to Oxford. The WH Smith they have there. But interestingly, it's actually cheaper buying it on the website than it was in store. In store is £10.99. On the website I got it for £9.99. And usually it's the other way around, like it's £1 or 2 more if you're buying it online because they factor in the shipping as well. Because it's free shipping, so they factor that into the prices of the issues. But this one was cheaper. You don't colour Mythographic books, right, Jess? No, I don't. When I released my first rank and rate, the Mythographic ones, a lot of people were saying, oh, are you going to do Mythogoria? I don't have any, so won't be doing that, I'm afraid. Okay, will do. Wasn't sure with me being in the States. Yeah, have you had a shipping confirmation, Chrissy? Because if you had a shipping confirmation, then it's probably to do with shipping issues. But if it's not even been shipped, then yeah, just chase them up, see what's going on. I want to get Wondrous Folk and Little Folk, but they're expensive. They are expensive. I wait a few weeks, months, and they do tend to drop in price a bit after it's been released. And just keep an eye on the books for when they drop to a price that you can justify. Because yeah, they are expensive. They're definitely worth it, and they are stunning books. But I get it. Hi Monica, you really want this book but couldn't find it on Pomodoro or Amazon Japan. Maybe I looked for the wrong book. Lol, good to see you, Jess. Search for the artist Miki Takei. Let me pop it into chat. Search for that name and it should come up. Because sometimes you have translation issues, but if you search for the name, then it's okay. Oh wow, do you usually get Colouring Heavens in stores? Yes, most of our supermarkets stock them, so Tesco, Asda. Ooh, that's gone very juicy then. Okay, I'm learning things about the language with you today. So Colouring Heavens mostly are available in supermarkets. I tend to get mine from Tesco, but you can also get it from WH Smith, which is like a newsagent store. I tend to find the pocket editions there, but sometimes my Tesco will stock them as well. So when I said I'm learning about the Langos, having the blue tack on the end is great. If you're finding it's getting a bit watery, take it off and plug it back in, and it kind of makes it flow juicy again. I got one in Asda, it cost you $10.99. Yeah, I double checked on the website and I'm pretty sure it still is. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure when I looked again, it was still $9.99. Shop. Oh, go away. And then print issues. I do think it's great how they do digital downloads more now. I don't want to subscribe, I just want the individual issues. There we go, world's best colouring. This is when I'm wrong and it's actually like $12.99. I'm pretty sure it was $9.99. Yeah, $9.99. And if I get my issue, where is it? Where is my issue? There it is. Because it has the RRP down here. It says $10.99. It's out of focus, but it says $10.99. So that's very odd, and I feel like if I compared with something else, what else have I got? Small Worlds here. So if I compare the price of that, because I tend to get them in store rather than online because it is cheaper. So let me go to the normal issues. It was just a bit of a weird anomaly when I received it that it was cheaper. Right, Small World Special, buy now. Yeah, $7.99, and this is $6.49. So usually it's £1 or so cheaper to buy in stores for those of us in the UK that have access to a store that will stock it and sell it, because they don't stock all of them. Because with the Colouring Heavens, you have Colouring Heaven Presents, which are the ones you get with the monthly subscription. Then you have Collections, which I tend to find in stores as well. They're the ones with the red text. So they've done the spring, summer, autumn, winter ones, dogs, cats. Oh no, that's not collection. Tiny Ear was a collection. I don't know what makes something a collection versus a presents. Presents is the spring, summer ones. Yeah. Brandon's bundle. I got last year's seasonal bundle. Right. I need to open my door because little lady's trying to she's being very silly. Right, back to chat. Hi Mandy, welcome in. I can't remember if I did say that or not, but welcome in if I didn't. Oh, here's Lexi. Hello. Hello. Meow. Hi. You're gonna say hi to everyone. You're gonna walk in front of the camera. There she is. Hello. You noisy girl. And she's gonna scrape her head across the camera. Kitty. Yeah. She doesn't often come up whilst I'm doing my lives. Because usually in the evening she likes to sit on my mum's lap, but she must have gotten up for the toilet just now, and now she's just wandering around and being noisy. I wish they still had the Fairy Tale Pockets edition in stock. Yeah, because oh, hello. You're gonna be a pain, aren't you? Hello, hello, Lexi. Please don't stand on my keyboard and cancel the stream or something. Oh dear. The Fairy Tale Pockets, if you didn't know, you kind of exists as a Amazon print book. It's called Cute Fairy Tales by Selena Fennick, but it doesn't include 8 of the illustrations. It's got 8 new and exclusive illustrations, which I do love. So if you still wanted it, then you can get it, because a lot of the pocket edition ones especially are from books that already exist. Like they did a Matchstick Mouse one. It mainly had images that were all from the Matchstick Mouse adventure book, so I didn't get that one. Same with the Annie Day. I think it had 2 exclusive ones, which then ended up to be in the autumn/winter ones. Because that's the other thing with Colouring Heaven, they'll say new and exclusive designs, but a lot of the time it's for just a period of time, 3 months, 6 months, I don't know how long. But for example, with Kanoko Agusa's issue, the 100th issue, she it said that it was all new and exclusive designs, but about, I think I counted and it was 12 of them ended up being in Leon's Journey, which that's fair enough. Like, it takes a long time to create art. Oh, you all like the kitty cameo. Yeah, she is a noisy girl. She likes herself to be heard. It is a very cute mew, but it's bloody annoying when she's doing it for hours on end. You just want her to be quiet. And she doesn't want food, right? She just wants attention. She just wants to be known. Sometimes she'll sit on my lap, but then I'll do a slight movement and boom, she's off. I did see the other day on someone's channel that Langro have thicker gel pens and they have sparkly ones. Whose channel did I see this on? It was literally like yesterday I watched this video, but I've been consuming so much content recently, they're all blurring into one. But yeah, someone did a haul. Could have been Dana, could have been Wendy, I don't know. If anyone knows the video I'm thinking of, someone did a haul and showed off these shiny pens. It's really bothering me. I need to look. I'm going to go on my YouTube history. I won't share that with you. Not that there's nothing that I wouldn't mind sharing. Connie. Oh, it could have been Connie. I'm not sure though. History. Right. Let's have a look here. Oh, here she comes back again. Here she comes back again. Hello. Come on then, sit on my lap. Oh, it's moving the butt. Sit on my lap. Yep. Yep. I don't think there was any of those. So watch those. Oh, Lex. Lexi. Yeah. She's being a noisy girl, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh, I think it might have been this one. I think it might have been Lauren Reed colour. Was it? Maybe. Yes, it was. I'll share the screen with you. It was Lauren Reed colour that I was watching. And she showed these Langwo Plus. I think she saw it on another's channel, but this was the one I saw. And the colours they have are really, really nice. She did a bit of a swatch, yeah, there. They're like shiny metallic. Very unique. Don't mind me just ignoring my cat here. Yeah, so I may need to look at these and see what they're like and give a little test of them. Yes, Lexi, do you want to sit on my lap? Come on in, come on in. Oh, nope, she's gone. And she's gone. Oh, you managed to find Colours Make You Happy. Good. Glad I could help, Monica. My big cat boy doesn't meow very much. He only meows when he wants out of the front door of this apartment to the outside. He wants us to hurry up feeding him for his wet food twice a day. Yeah, she's not motivated by food. She doesn't really care. But she will meow until you feed her. What? Just check the total if I ordered the 2 new Christine Karen books and it's coming to £43. Where is that from, Rabia? Because I want to say on Amazon they're like 15, 16, maybe £17 each. £43 is a lot. For me, more than £15 for a book, I say is quite a lot of money, in my opinion. I would want to wait for a price drop or give it to myself as a treat. Or if he does something he doesn't like to him or wants to be put down, I have to pick him up and doesn't want me to hug him. Fair enough. I mean, cats have their ways of speaking to us. Lexi just likes to meow, 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 meow. All day, every day. It's especially bad in the morning when you first get up, because she hasn't had attention all night. And it's bad if she has just come on from inside. Yeah. She's just a very vocal cat. Some cats are, some cats aren't. Are those the newer 1.0 Langro clicker gel pens you have to click down to be able to use? Doesn't look like they're clicky. Oh no, they might be. I don't know, but they're called the Langro Plus, if anyone wants to search for them on Temu, AliExpress. I think I will be doing some searching. Do my technique of putting them in my basket, checking them out. Wait to check them out until the price drops. It's cheeky, but it works. Okay, so I am discovering that hack on a hack. Just unplugging and plugging it back in. If it's not flowing the way you want it to. I've just been a bit obsessed recently of buying shiny things. I got all of the colours of the Uniball Signo pens, I got all the colours of the Pentel Dual hybrids, got my first couple of things of Stickles. Yeah, even though I don't even necessarily use shiny stuff on all my pages, I just like having them. The plus shiny ones don't need to be clipped down to use. Ah, that's good to know. We were told that my cat is a Maine Coon mixed breed, but my mum looked at some photos of a Norwegian forest cat and she believes he looks more like it. And he is maybe one. Oh, Norwegian forest cats are the like super furry ones, aren't they? Close my door now. Lexi's left. Yeah, I used this white gel pen to cover black lines in the safari double page spread that I did in Minor Isoderch Africa. And I really struggle with the opacity with it. I think I may have even ended up scratching it off and using my white paint pen instead. But the blue tack is definitely helping create that nice smooth ink. What's the time? Oh, it's only 9:26. It's just like, am I going to be needing to wrap up soon? But no, I can take my time. No need to rush. For once I'm streaming and I'm not starting work tomorrow at 7 AM, which is nice. Not that I really even go to bed much earlier than I would do on a day I work at 7 compared to a day that I don't. Probably should. But I don't know, you get in your set routine of when you go to bed, don't you? And it's hard to try and go earlier. Often I'm colouring and I'm just like, I want to finish up what I'm doing. That's on Amazon. You can't justify that kind of money. I'll have to wait for my birthday, yeah. And Rabia, just wait a month or two and the price will drop. The good thing about pre-ordering from Amazon as well is that they've got the pre-order price guarantee. So if the price ever drops after you've pre-ordered it, then you get the lowest price, which is something that I do appreciate about pre-ordering on Amazon, because Blackwells don't do that. So I wait often to pre-order until they've dropped the price, because even on a pre-order they do drop the price of books. Like Mythographic Romantasy. No, not Mythographic. I pre-ordered the sequel to Spooky Adventures of Witch Cat by Sarah Shevchik. and for ages it was on there for, I think it was £17. And then I noticed it had dropped to £12, so I was like, yep, I'll pre-order now, because for some reason it's unavailable to pre-order on Amazon anymore. Maybe they finally learnt their lesson and ran out of copies, so decided to take it off being able to order rather than on the day saying, oh, we don't have that book, sorry. And then getting loads of angry emails, like I have done in the past for my Mythographic pre-orders. So I tend to pre-order from Blackwell's now. And also with Blackwell's, they tend to release the Mythographics at least on the American release date, whereas the UK release date for Mythographics tends to be about like a month or so after, which is annoying. Just release them all on the same date for the whole world, please and thank you. Hi Kimberlyn, welcome in. Page looking great, thank you. Ooh, more stuff about your cat. He's one of the cats that bred with a wild cat to make the Maine Coon cats here in Maine, here in the USA originally. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, I've never put that together, that a Maine Coon's from Maine. As they are shorter and weigh less than Maine Coon cats typically weight and lengthwise. He is very fluffy and he is also long-haired. He also likes to follow us to the restroom when we are using the toilet. He lets me pet him more in the restroom instead of the rest of the bottom level of the apartment. That's interesting. Oh, by the way, Jess, did you see the 2 new Fourth Wing colouring books? One of them is also a sticker book. I did see previews of that. I've never read or don't know of Fourth Wing, so it's not something that I'll be getting personally. Sometimes some of the newer Mythographics go on sale on the book outlet website that buys overstocked books to sell cheaper than they typically sell. We don't have access to book outlet here. We've got World of Books and Abe Books, which are kind of secondhand sellers, but they don't tend to stock Mythographics very well or very often. They have more older and kind of well-known books on World of Books. Yeah, you always got to keep an eye on the Mythographics because they're constantly dropping in price. I'd say never buy them unless it's one that you are desperate to have and can't wait to have. Don't bother buying them until they've dropped at least £5, because they always do. I find it weird that the way they drop the prices, because you'd expect older books to be much lower in price, but it's not always the case. Like, I think I was looking the other day and Wild Winter, which is one of the older ones, was for £17, but Fantasy Forest, which is new this year, was selling for like £10, £11. Didn't quite understand that. Right, now with the green gel pen, I'm just going to add some random flicks of grass for a bit of texture in here, a bit of interest. The Abe Books website is owned by the US Amazon. Oh, I didn't know that. Another good tip is to just search the title of the book you're wanting to find cheaper somewhere else. Because come up on the shopping tab with a bunch of different sites and we'll show you cheaper places, whether that's Abe Books, World of Books, Amazon, eBay. It's just a nice way of being able to do it without going to each of those individual sites. I love World of Books. I've gotten beautiful books from them. Yeah, World of Books are great. I got Maria Troll's Luna from World of Books because it was a lot cheaper there than it was on Amazon. Sometimes her books can be quite expensive on Amazon. And all it came with was 1 page coloured, but most of the time books are sold very good quality, like new and never used kind of thing. And they're great at, if something is horribly used, just contact them and they'll almost always refund you. No problem at all. I was talking with Catherine about the Escape to Oz book, and she'd got it from World of Books and it was really badly used, so they gave her a refund. Weirdly, Amazon, if you go scroll down, it'll have new, which tends to be from Amazon, and you've got like new and used section, which can be a lot cheaper. The Escape to books are £3, £4 if you buy them new/used. And you've just got to check the description of what the quality is like, and always buy the very good or excellent quality, new never used or new untouched, and you can be pretty safe there. I adore the name of your channel. How did you come up with that name? I just thought it was cute. There's no real story to it, other than the fact that before I had a colouring account, I had a bullet journaling account, and the name of that was Bullet Bumblebee. So I just did Colouring Bumblebee. Unfortunately, on Instagram, just Colouring Bumblebee, spelt normally, was taken, so I had to put a dot in the middle. But it's annoying. There should be a way for Instagram to archive names or whatever if they haven't used it in a certain number of years. Be able to take the name. Yeah, I just thought it was cute. I like bees and bee themed stuff. I love colouring bees. Bees have kind of become a thing now for me. They never really were before I started my channel. Now when my mum apparently has to steer my dad away from every bee themed item in a shop and be like, no, Jess does not need this. She's got enough bee things. But they'll get me random stuff every now and then. Sweet. Just got 2 Mythographics that way from Book Outlet. Lovely. I want to purchase my first Mythographic book. Which one would you suggest? Oh, definitely one from... Let me check the date of it. One from 2022 or later, because that's when they stopped doing hidden objects. A lot of the books with hidden objects are beautiful, just they are hard to colour. If you want to see my opinions of which ones I like best, check out my rank and rate. You could also search Mythographic rank or rank and rate ranked. So many other people have done their own versions, so you can see theirs, because I don't have all of them. Yolanda at Colouring by Kamama has done one, and she has got all of them. So that was a mammoth video. Yeah, I'd say ones that I think everyone would like. Magical Earth is a good one to start with. It's a cool concept. I think most people in the community like it. It's not too complicated. If you like fairies, Fairy Wonderland or Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio are good. Dragons, if you like colouring dragons, Dragonspell is an amazing one. Wild Summer is also a really good one that isn't just summery themed. You can colour it all year round, and is quite universally liked and appreciated. I personally really love Cosmic Spirit because I like tarot and zodiac themed images. There's one's themed to underwater, if that's more your thing. I personally don't like those books and don't have any of them, but there's Deep Blue, there's Aquatic. Trying to think of any others. We've got some wintry themed books. I don't have either of those either. Yeah, I was just looking at my collection. If you like Mythical Beasts is a good one, and I think it's very underrated, by Veronica Kalinska. But yeah, just have a look at different people's rank and rates. It's kind of why I created the series, because when I first started colouring, one of the things I searched for was, for example, Johanna Basford books ranked, because I wanted to see what people liked best and hear their opinions and see what they liked over other books. And it's a lot easier to kind of see them all and hear about opinions and things that, like, qualities about the book that people like versus dislike. And it just didn't exist out there, which is why I created the series. And it was something that Zoe and I would often do when we got new books together. We would go through and pick out our 5 favourite pages, or we'd try to pick out 5. A lot of the time it would be 6 or 7. Oh, just dropped another pencil. So I kind of blended those two ideas together to give you the rank and rate series. Yeah, it was a kind of unexpected, almost trending thing in the colouring community. I absolutely love seeing everyone's. Everyone's opinions are so different, which makes it a really interesting series to watch. And is great if you're first starting out and wanting to know which book it appeals to you the most. Seeing colourists that you sort of like and admire and share similar opinions to, you can see what they like and then go from there. Anyway, I've been rambling for a while, I haven't even read the chat. Oh, so sweet of your dad, lol. Yeah, he is sweet like that. Oh well, it's like the other day they went out shopping and then they got me the Cats Compendium, Colouring Heaven, because they saw it in a shop and thought I'd like it. And I do. It's very cute. You just got Wild Summer and Fantasy Forest. Ooh, those are good. Those are good books. Rainbow Realms is good. Yeah, I don't have Rainbow Realms. I don't know why. When I saw the flip through for it, I wasn't amazed. And that's perfectly okay. We all have our own opinions. And for me, I've got to like over 50% of the book to make it worth it adding to my collection. There was only 4 or 5 pages that I absolutely loved in that book. So I was like, no, I'm not going to add it to my collection. I've got so many other mythographics. And they're never going to stop making mythographics at this rate. There's so many out there that it is hard to know where to start. I think it's made me a bit more pickier over the years. Going, okay, well, I've already got, what's it, 14, I think, maybe 15. My most recent one is Romantasy. And I think it's really, really beautiful, and don't see as many people have bought that one, but I really love it. It's a lot simpler than other mythographics, which, if you're just starting out, can be really helpful. If you really like portraits, if you just like romantasy things, then it's a good book for you. I hope it's okay to ask, does anyone know of a seasonal Matchstick Mouse colour along or group colour along going on right now? Yes, Juliana Net Art on Instagram. Let me find hers. Instagram. I at least know she was doing one. I haven't been keeping up with it. Did for a while. Am I logged on here? Yeah, not quite, but yes. Let me just log on and I'll share the screen with you all. That's a good way to decide if you're going to buy a book. Yeah, I would always watch flip throughs of people's like complete collections, just so I could see them all in one space. Because I find it a bit too much effort to have to go through and find every book by the same artist. Just having them all in one video, much easier. Right, let me share the screen. So yes, She hasn't done it for a couple of months, but she was doing hashtag Matchstick Mouse through the seasons, where each season she'd do a different Matchstick Mouse page. So did spring, summer. I think she started in autumn last year. Yeah, she hasn't uploaded in a few months. Just taking a break, it seems like, but keep an eye on her Instagram for someone who does Matchstick Mouse colour along. I personally would love to see Morgan O'Brien do a Matchstick Mouse seasonal colouring book, or through the seasons, where it's all the seasons in one book and with his more detailed modern style. Because the difference in art style between the autumn versus the winter one, so the first one versus the last one, is insane. Like the line weight is different. There's so much more detail in winter compared to the other one. So I'd like to see him do another one which goes through all the seasons. You've got maybe some holiday pages in it, like Christmas, Halloween, just one or two. Like the more kind of universal holidays, and well, I know he's Irish, so he wouldn't do any of the like Independence Day, which is very specifically American. I find it kind of annoying when colouring books do that. It's like I wouldn't expect a colouring book to have, say, St. George's Day or Pancake Day, like something which is specifically British. Not that we celebrate St. George's Day really, but it's a British holiday. We don't even have the day off for it. It's so random. Yeah, it's like, why have I done it in a colouring book that's going out to the whole world? Anyway, that was a weird tangent. Oh yeah, that would be adorable. Yeah, I definitely want to get Fantasy Forest. Yeah, it is a cute one. I can't decide whether I like that one or Fairy Wonderland more, because I only just coloured my first Fantasy Forest page and I loved it. Whereas when I did my rank and rate, I hadn't coloured one yet, so I feel like it's hard to judge a book until you've coloured in it. So yeah, they are both amazing, and she's doing another fairy themed one next year and I can't wait. I just love Fabiana's style with the fairies. I think it's so cute. Right, do you think I should add another tone of green? The lighter tone. I don't think it's necessary. I think it looks good enough as is. You can barely see it on my swatch there. Oh, there we go. Next step, I think, is the gold glitter. Let me grab my gold Pentel hybrid. I am waiting for Camellia Angel Cova to come out with a book of the Greek goddesses. Ah yes, I remember you saying that the other day to me. That would be really cool, and I'd love to see her do a tarot themed one as well. That would be awesome. Like the High Priestess in the little chibi format. So cute. So I'm going to go over all of the little stars over the page. And the sun has a bunch of little dots going out of it. So I'm going to go over the gold there. I do love the Pentel Dual Hybrid metallic pens for the gold and silver glitters. I think they are the sparkliest glitter gel pens out there. I say that, I don't have that many to compare to, but they are the glitteriest that I own, at least. Especially the silver. I find in a glitter gel pen set, often the silver is just kind of metallic looking, just shiny, not glittery. Whereas the Pentel one is actually glittery. It's got flecks of glitter in it, which I really do appreciate. Do any of you guys like thinking up of concepts of books that artists could do? I said this, I think at the start of this year, that my prediction for the next Morgan O'Brien book is Matchstick Mouse Nighttime. Because he does a lot of black backgrounds, a lot of star themed pages, and I think a whole book themed to nighttime and different scenes associated at night would be really cool. So that's on my prediction list. If he comes out with it, you heard it here first. And then for other artists, I could see Camellia Angel Takei doing 50 pet-themed miniatures of all different pets. I'd love Lulu Mayo to do 1,000,000 safari animals. That would be so cute. I prefer Lulu Mayo doing a bunch of different animals rather than just the one type, although I do love 1,000,000 puppies and 1,000,000 kittens, and 1,000,000 dragons sounds adorable. But I prefer the ones which are more broad in theme, that have a bunch of different animals. She could do 1,000,000 woodland animals, where it's all like squirrels and foxes, badgers, deer. Like, the way she draws all of those creatures are so cute. I'd love to hear all of your concepts. I wonder what Johanna Basford's going to do next. Because, I'll be honest, I was a bit disappointed by the theme of Wonderful Wildflowers. Because she's already done a flower-themed book, so I was like, oh, why are we repeating themes already? And especially as she's done Secret Garden, which was also flower-focused. So it's like, what's she going to do next? I'd love to see her do another storybook, something different. I like that she's doing the Small Victories as kind of a separate side series to the main books. I like and appreciate that, because I know a lot of people love those Small Victories. I don't colour them very often, but they are great books, great sizes. I want Lulu to do a dinosaur book. That would be cool. She draws dinosaurs so cutely. And when I did my scavenger hunt prompts, I did dinosaur as one of them, because she does have dinosaurs pop up now and then. I remember Zoe saying to me, oh, I can't find a single dinosaur page. Or she only found one. And I was like, there's loads. I pulled out Kawaii Taro has loads, and 1,000,000 Monsters has loads, which at the time she didn't have either of them. Not Kawaii Taro. Yeah, Kawaii Taro has, I don't know what I just said. 1,000,000 Sweet Things, 1,000,000 Little Monsters has a bunch of dinosaurs in them. The other books don't have them as much. Or I say as much, I don't know if they have any, but they are very, very cute. Because it's someone like Camellia Angel Takei, she's kind of done all of the themed animals. Jungle, safari, prehistoric, so dinosaurs. She's done desserts, she's farmyard. Like, what other groups of animals are there out there? Which is why I thought pets. Which is my theory. Yes, Sweet Things has a lot of dinos. That made me excited for your dino prompt. A Johanna's space themed book would be really cool. Ooh, yeah. Like, what could it be called? Worlds of Space. Space Worlds. Mighty Worlds, potentially. That would be so cool. Matchstick Mouse catching fireflies, watching fireflies, a meteor shower, campfire, spooky walk through the forest at night would be so cool. Yeah, and it could be, you could have night scenes themed to different seasons as well. You could have a wintry night, autumnal night with loads of leaves, bonfires, a summer night where you're maybe at a lake. Like, there's so many different things I think you could do with a nighttime themed book. Watch fireworks, I meant to say. Yeah, oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Million Llamas had a couple of dinosaurs, did they? What about Lulu Million Birds books? I don't know. I like how birds just pop up randomly in her books. I do think they're cute, but I don't know if I'd want a whole book on birds. There's a lot of birds. Right, I think I'm going to take a white paint pen and do my highlights now before I do the Spectrum Noir. I love the Lulu May scavenger hunt. I look forward to it every month. Lulu is coming out with 1,000,000 Dragons. It is, I've got it written down in my journal. I believe it's the 4th of June, from my memory. Yes, 4th of June is 1,000,000 Dragons. And the Fabiana Attanasio Mythographic, it is Fairy Folklore. That is the 7th of April. At least at the moment. It can change, and it does change. And sometimes I'll write down when a book is coming out in my journal, and the date will change. And then I'll look like a fool. I'm really loving colouring book collection videos. Will you be uploading a updated version? I think I will be doing one at the start of next year, so I've got a 2026 colouring book collection. I think because I've been doing the rank and rates, that's kind of filling that void for colouring book collections in a way, as you are seeing a lot. But I will do one at the start of 2026, and then I will try and do one at the start of every year going forward, because I think it is nice looking back. I did one at the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. So I'll call it my 2026 collection and then do it from there. And actually be better at recording them and getting them out in a timely manner compared to what it was the first time. I have gotten better at kind of batch recording now when I'm in the mood. And I think this time I might go shelf by shelf and just have, say, 6 longer videos rather than 1,000,000 different parts. I think it was just getting a bit overwhelming in a way. I don't know, what do you guys prefer when you're watching collections? Do you prefer seeing it broken down artist by artist? Do you prefer just a few big parts where there's a whole bunch of different artists in it? I kind of don't mind either way. Maybe I'll do it so one year I do shelf by shelf, another year I do artists, and change it up that way. So there's different ways of referencing back on the channel. Oh, hi Catherine. I've been talking about you in the stream a bit. If you went back, just about our buddy colour. Saying what we've been doing tonight. I have a corgi, so somebody needs to do a corgi book. Well, there was some corgis in 1,000,000 Puppies. Saturn, what about 1,000,000 Owls? Would that have a lot of bird variations? Yeah, you've got 1,000,000 Owls where there's probably a bunch of other birds in there. Yeah, she does include birds a lot in her books, Lulu Mayo. Oh no, what did I do? Nothing. You did a buddy colour with me. It's fun. I'm not as big on her older books. Yeah, me either. I definitely prefer her art style as it's evolved over time. Sort of from, for me, from 1,000,000 Llamas or 1,000,000 Cute Animals onwards. I'm looking forward to 1,000,000 Hugs and Kisses. I think that's going to be cute. And maybe similar to like 1,000,000 Baby Animals, where there's a bunch of different kinds of animals in there. Those are always some of my favourites by Lulu. I like the variety. As much as the kittens and the puppies are cute, I prefer a bunch of different animals. I think the bird one could be fun if the pages have to do with the actual bird characteristics or folklore, like a peacock diva, an ostrich race, an owl library, parrots talking on the phone. That would be a cool concept. And yeah, I could definitely see Lulu doing that. doing something like that. Because she is so creative with her ideas. I love just thinking of book concepts for artists. I find it so fun. And then if they ever do come up with those themes, you can be like, I know I said that. I said this was coming. You can act all high and mighty. Dum, dum, dum. I need to hire you. I can just be the idea generator. I can't draw or anything. I can come up with ideas. I can brainstorm things. The anteaters and tapirs are unexpectedly cute. Yeah, and that's why I'd love a like a million safari animals. So you have all those kind of exotic animals and creatures. They're just so cute. You don't see them enough. Also, specifically for more meerkats, please, in colouring books. Camellia has a few meerkat themed pages, but not enough people have them. It's very sad. I wonder if she'll ever do a million Arctic animals, like an Arctic creature themed book. Whether that would be too niche of a concept for her, sort of a very wintry forward book like Camellia has done. The 50 Arctic miniatures. Can't believe how quickly that buddy came together. Yeah, I did show it on stream earlier, just to give a little sneak peek, to be like, look what I did. Yeah, I think because it was so, like, even though tiny details can be intimidating, it does make things go quickly because you don't have to shade them. I think some people kind of forget that. They go, oh, small details, and they're scared. But when you actually get to colouring them, they're not that crazy. Alright, I think I'm almost there with my highlights. Sometimes I do get a bit carried away. I think the sun needs a little highlight. There we go. Right, last bit to do, guys. Last bit. Oh, hang on. I want to put a highlight on the feather. There we go. Now the last bit is the Spectrum Noir clear glitter pen. Ooh, I've got a new member. Welcome, Colourful State of Mind. Thank you for joining. So exciting to have you. I am in the midst of planning my next colour along page. It's going to be the dragon one from Sargon, the Legend of Stutzdrudrut. I don't know how to say it, and I will need to look it up before I do the video. Good evening, Amy. Welcome in. Review Adores Fairies. I might get that one too. Jess, you're enabling me. Hee hee. I can do some flips for you once I finish this. Polar would be good to have penguins as well. Yes, I was thinking penguins, like polar bears. Can't think of any other Arctic or polar themed animal now. Seals. Oh, she does like her seals, doesn't she? A million seals and penguins, yeah. A million forest animals, yeah, like woodland animals, squirrels and foxes, yeah, that would be great. A million prehistoric creatures, that would be good. Yeah, kind of similar to a million dinosaurs. So I'm just going to add the Spectrum Noir clear glitter pen over the top of these ruby slippers. Do have to be careful because, as you can see from the tip, it is picking up. Oh, I've got a big splodge of paint pen on there. It is picking up some of the red. It's just got to be mindful of that if you're colouring over other areas. Reds and like dark blues tend to get picked up with this. It only needs a light touch. Alright, so I'm just going to scribble that off on the side before I do the Emerald City so I don't get a load of red in there, because that would make me so sad. And I'm just going to go over the building. I'll try and avoid these windows. Those tiny ones I was like, just go over. And the nice thing about this brush is that you can go to quite a fine point by just kind of grazing it over. All the whales and walruses are, yes. Reindeer, walrus, Arctic fox or hare, beluga whales. A million mini treasures. Ooh, that would be really cool. And that could kind of have anything in it. And like little objects and scenes. Right, and then when I do this, I just angle the book to check that I've got all the spots. Yeah, I'm missing on this turret here. So when you're looking at it all in one angle, then you often can't really see it. Like where all the glitter is. Don't mind me just studying my page here. And the same on the shoes. And that is the page done, you guys. Woohoo! Absolutely love how it turned out. And I think this lace border turned out quite nice and effectively. It's a bit sort of wonky on the camera. Let me get it a bit straighter there for you. The pages have curled up, so I will need to flatten it, but I'll let all the glitter dry. Yeah, let me know what you think of the page. Oh, your green stickers arrived ahead of the Escape to Oz book. Ah, yeah. Catherine was bought the Escape to Oz book and bought herself some green stickles to go with it, and I think that's going to look amazing, isn't it? Catherine, I like your idea because that includes dinosaurs, but could also include mastodons, saber-toothed tigers, giant sloths, huge bugs and birds and pterodactyls. Yeah, and like water dino things. I mean, crocodiles are technically prehistoric. Yeah, so pretty, lovely, beautiful, love it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. But let me move this to the side, and then I'm going to grab Fairy Folklore. Fairy Folklore? That's the book that's coming out. Can't grab that. Doesn't exist yet. I'm going to grab Fantasy Forest is what I was trying to say. And give a little quick flip. Let me not drop all my pencils on the floor. Let me just move them to the side so we're not distracted. As we were talking about this book, and some people were interested in it, so I will share it with you all. I think Lexi bumped the camera at one point. There we go. Right. How can I shove these on the floor? Just put them on the floor. Right. I have to flip it kind of strangely. Yeah, this one It's not overly detailed, which I think a lot of people appreciate. But yeah, just the way Fabiana draws fairy creatures is just absolutely adorable. I love this one of the squirrels. You're going to be doing an autumn buddy colour in Fantasy Forest. You haven't put the page yet. This would be a great one for an autumn palette. The foxes, I just associate foxes with autumn. I'm sure there's a lot of great options in here. Fantasy Forest is sitting on the untouched pile. This was untouched until last month. This is a lovely autumnal page with the mushrooms, kind of unicorn fox there. Lovely. That looked great with oranges and browns, I think. Rainy one. Oh, I love books. And these butterflies made out of book pages remind me of Alice in Wonderland, the bread butterflies, the bread and butterflies. I don't know why, it just reminded me of that. Look at the owl with the keys. Rainbow trees. Look at the one with the jellyfish, so pretty. I have no idea how I would tackle this page. I'd need to see someone colour that. It would be one of the last, I reckon. I love this mushroom tree, man. I feel like this is a perfect page for autumn with these poppy flowers. Doing with some nice red cap mushrooms. Dark blue background. Yeah, such a nice page. Oh, look how cute that bear is. So many mushrooms in this book. And you could do them autumnal, or you could do them fantasy colours. Pink, purple, blue. Go crazy. Love butterflies. Oh, look at that really cool water dragon. With the dragonflies. That's really cool. A gear tree. The waterfalls in the background. This one's beautiful with the fish floating in the air. Very fantastical. Woodpecker. Little buildings. I can hear Lexi meowing outside my door again. I thoroughly enjoy a long video. I'm a long content girly. Kate from Kate's Colouring Heaven has some lovely colouring book collection videos. Yeah, I like a long video too. I like over an hour? Yes, please. Oh, when it comes to the seasonal randomizer videos, when they're 2-3 hour videos, I do love them. And I will be doing one this month, probably around, I'm thinking like between like the 15th to the 20th. I don't want to do it too early. I love this page with the elephants. So gorgeous. Nice nighttime scene. Look at that mouse. So cute. Right, let me open my door. Ooh, frog. We love a frog. I love this like rock creature. Did you want to do a buddy colour together, Jess? I can email you or DM me via Instagram. Feel free to DM. Always DM if you want to do a buddy colour. Always reach out. I will say yes. Every time I will say yes. Love this. Perfect autumnal page. The hedgehog and the mushrooms. Bees. You know I love the bees. With the honey tree. That's cool. The hedgehog one is so lovely. Oh, here comes Lexi. There we go again. Hello. Do you like these owls or crazy birds? Am I moving? Move, please. Oh, look at the centaur. So cool. Lexi, you are in the way. You are. The Mythical Beasts one. Similar style as well. Right, Lex. You are in the way. Wow. Yep. You silly girl. We've got this kind of cool mandrake kind of creature there. Is Lexi telling you it's bedtime? No, she just wants attention. I love this one. With the lanterns and the flowers and this nymph creature. She's now scratching out a packet of stickers. This one with the peacock, so beautiful. Here's the one I have done, the tree man. Really enjoyed colouring that. Lexi's like, give me all the loves. I love this mushroom guy. He's so old. He reminds me of a character from Legend of Zelda. Got this kind of elfy creature coming out of its hobbit hole almost. Beautiful tree lady here. It's a tortoise with things on its back. Well, and by things I mean a tree. I think this is quite cute though. Right, you are on my lap. I'm giving you strokes. Yeah, I am. You just want to be on camera, don't you? You want to say, hello everyone. Hello. Trouble is, my camera is not at a good height for you to be able to see her fully. She just creates a big shadow. Yes. Right, we almost flipped through the book. Just left a load of fur on it now. Okay, she sat on my lap. Got this lovely fairy with all the ladybirds. Love her ladybirds. She does want to be a star of the show. She won't be in a video for ages, and then she'll be in like 3 in a row. I love this with the phoenixes. Phoenixes are so cool. Yeah, they are. The horse, the unicorn, I mean. So beautiful with the hydrangeas. It's just, you could just go crazy with glitter in these. They look awesome. I've got this grasshopper with a kind of saddle on its back that the gnome's just ridden on. Oh, this one is like 2 hands of a tree holding together. These little nymphy guys. Yeah. Some nice crescent moons. Nice nighttime scene. And oh, my favourite in the whole book. The dragon in the bottle is so cute. Candice was flipping through this at Happy Catastrophe, trying to decide a page to colour. And she was like, I don't like this page. Why have you put it in a bottle? It's magical. It can transport in the bottle. It can transport out the bottle. Look at him. He's happy. He's fine. He's fine. He's not trapped. He's fine. And it's so beautiful with all of these leaves and the swirly patterns that you could add loads of metallic watercolour to. Oh, it's my favourite page from the book. And it is also the last page of the book. So there you go. That's Mythographic Fantasy Forest for anyone who was wanting to have a look at it. Right, Lexi's jumped off my lap. The bottle is its home. Exactly, it's comfy there. It can get out whenever it wants. It's magic. It's fine. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I know quite a few people have dropped out since doing the flip. But so happy to finish the page with you all. Grab it here. Woohoo! It's all done. Love how it looks. Yes, Lexi likes it too. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on stream and how we were able to finish this page all together. And I will see you in the next one, which I will schedule, or the next scheduled one will be Wednesday, the same time, 7:30 BST. So good night everyone, have a good rest of your day. If it's still daytime for you, have a good sleep if it's about bedtime for you. And I will see you all in the next video / stream. Lex, say bye. Yeah. Bye everyone.